I wish to inform you, members of the press, that the money moved from the Anti-Corruption Commission account at Bank of Zambia to the Ministry of Finance on the 3rd of March 2020.
That money moved from the Anti-Corruption Commission to the Bank of Zambia.
And to begin with, up to today, we have got concrete data that shows that there is no evidence that a specific amount of 65 million kwacha left the Anti-Corruption Commission and went into the Government Control Fund, account 99. It is very worrying. First and foremost, we had our first briefing concerning this money that came from the Anti-Corruption Commission chairperson. There's his State Counsel Musa Mwenye. He made so many strong statements and he condemned the media for bringing this story to attention. But there are some things that we feel are totally wrong, and he misled the country when he indicated that he transferred the money from Anti-Corruption Commission into the control account. That is not true. It is not factual, because in his own words, he said he drew a check. To draw a check is not tantamount to transferring money, because you can still draw a check and the check cannot be honored. It is also not true when he made assertions that there were people that witnessed his transferring of this money when they showed a dummy check. What was shown to the media, what was shown to to all the people that attended that meeting was a dummy check. No one cashes in a dummy check, we know. So having witnessed exhibition of a dummy check does not amount to cashing in or transferring the money. So in all essence, the Anti-Corruption Commission has not been transparent. They have not shown anyone the actual check, and no one up to now knows exactly how much was transferred, if at all any money was transferred. So it is also misleading for the State Council to mislead the country by declaring that he transferred money when all that he did was to draw a check that no one has got witness to. Not that we doubt he's drawing a check, but he shouldn't then go ahead and assume that he transferred money just because he's on record, according to himself, of having drawn a check. We even wonder, why were they drawing a check when they could have made a direct transfer? Because when you draw a check, you can change the figures. We are concerned. We need answers to these very salient issues that are being raised. We have no evidence that money left the SEC account. In particular, there are only 3 institutions at this particular juncture that can give us the true state of where the 65 million kwacha is. Of course, Anti-Corruption Commission could be in a position to educate us and tell us where the money is if they can show us the proof that money left their account, not that they drew a check. That is not evidence. Drawing a check, we have seen so many checks that have bounced, checks that have not been honored. So to give the act of showing a dummy check as evidence of transferring the money is actually very misleading. And Mr. Musa Mwenye, being a state counsel, knows too well that indeed what he's saying does not hold any water. The other party that is in a position to tell us about the whereabouts of the money is Bank of Zambia. Bank of Zambia is not synonymous to the Ministry of Finance. It is Bank of Zambia that can show us that indeed the money reached the intended bank account control 99, and so far we have not had any statement come from Bank of Zambia, because Bank of Zambia is an autonomous body. It is a self-standing body with its own regulation, and it has got the ability to guide the nation. It does not need to speak through the minister, because the minister is simply fed information from the Bank of Zambia. So the governor, being the custodian of the Bank of Zambia, is in a position to confirm if 65 million kwacha indeed docked the account of government. Otherwise, what we are receiving from the minister is simply hearsay, and that cannot be relied on. That's why the people are complaining. The other party, who's the most cardinal party, who can tell us where the 65 million kwacha is and or should have been, is the Auditor General himself. The Auditor General is the custodian of the integrity of how our finances are done in this country. He checks each and every government department to make sure that they are doing the right thing. And at this moment, we have got prima facie information, evidence that is strong, that came from the Auditor General that the money has not reached the account. The only people that can refute this claim is Bank of Zambia. And Bank of Zambia has not confirmed that they received this money, so we are very concerned. And we saw the president come and speak. This is even where it is now worrisome and alarming, because the president is supposed to be speaking the same language with the auditor. The auditor checks even the expenditure that concerns the presidency. This is the man who defends the people. And when he writes to say money has not reached the government account, the president has got no moral power, he has got no capacity for him to claim otherwise, because the president is entitled to rely on the Auditor General's report. So as we stand today, the money is missing. It is unaccounted for, and the government should be held responsible. There is no way 65 million kwacha can just disappear in thin air. Right now, there is no record according to the Auditor General, and there is no way you can argue against written report with verbal claims that money came and it went to bursaries. That is not what we are asking. Our question is, did the money that was forfeited to the state, 65 million kwacha, did it go into the government coffers? Is it there? And is the money that indeed, if it went there, is it really the whole amount? We are demanding that we see the deposit slip. We will not rest until justice and the truth are brought to light. This is Kasonde Mwenda. Wherever I want to go, our feet will take us there.